Hey, what's up everybody? This is Josh Shezzy. This is my third video for the day. Feel free to check out the two previous videos. The first one is called Is Christ Divided? The second one is called The 5 Ds of Destiny. And this video is called Expecting Love to Fail. I know people's like, man, I ain't really talked about relationships, but I felt pressed on my heart to talk about this one. A lot of us have been brought up within environments in which we have been programmed to expect something as whole like love to fail. We have been brought up in within families, within situations in which we have been programmed to have a distorted view of love, not knowing that the whole time we was just receiving components of love, which is infatuation. Infatuation is blind, not love. When you're blinded by infatuation, you're blinded by the components of something but not having no package itself. It's as if like you have parts of a electronic or parts of your phone. You have the phone, you have the charger, but you don't have the battery. You don't have that thing that's going to charge the phone itself. See, when we have been brought up in homes and environments in which we've seen our moms work 2 jobs, and we've seen our fathers in the streets or in prison, or we've seen our fathers in the home but too busy doing work, we have been built up into an environment with a mentality that thinks that this love is going to fail. How can I trust love? See, Satan has done a great job in distorting our view of love, because once our view has been distorted, our outcomes will be distorted. If our vision has been distorted, our steps will be derailed. That's why he knows if I can have them think that love is impossible to work, that love is something that just for rich people, or love not even rich people, for the old people, then they will never enjoy or embrace love itself. If we don't understand how to love ourselves, how can we love others? And if we don't know how to love others, how can we love God? Because how can we love someone, how can we say we love someone who we can't see when we hate and despise people that we see every day? When you step into a relationship expecting love to fail, then what you were stepping in would be destined to fail. When you do things and you expect the negative, you will have a negative outcome. But if you expect the positive, no matter what negative situations are present, the positive will outride the negative and you will have a positive outcome. That's why our old parents, our parents, our grandparents did such a great job in love in of itself, to the point to where that core, that love itself kept them together. They expected to live long and prosper together. They never expected to fail, because expectancy, failure was not even an option to them. Once they said I do, there was no what's them little papers you signed? There was no prenups. There was nothing, because when I said I do, that's a covenant before God in which we understand that we will walk this out together, expecting it not to fail but to last. Love endures all. Love can endure anything. When the Bible even talks about divorce, he never intended for divorce to be. But since he knew that man's hearts will fail them, people's hearts will deteriorate, become hard and become callous and become lustful and proudful, he knew that through those hardness of man's hearts, divorce, he had to make it, because he don't want anyone bound. But when we work on ourselves and become lonely before God, become broken before God, that he began to, well, I don't want this anymore. Let's get rid of that pride. Let's put patience. Let's get rid of that lust. Let's get rid of those contaminants. Let's get you to be whole, lacking nothing. And when we put ourselves in his hands, then he will lead us into that person we're supposed to be with, and there will be no expectancy of failure. When you expect something negative, you will have a negative outcome. Today, while you're single, or while you're in a relationship, while you're married, get rid of the expectancies of failure. Get rid of it. Expect it to last. Look in each other's in the eyes and say, the moment that I said I do to you, I promised you that until death do us part. That's the only way we'll depart. Men, let's stop lusting after women. Unplug from the TV. Unplug from the internet. Unplug from those things that's making you lustful, and get back into the loving arms of your wife. Women, stop getting so caught up on insecurity that you become imbalanced, that you become emotionally over here, that you never reason, that you're so caught up on yourself that your husband gets no love and he deteriorates and he falls into a cave. Let's love each other again. Let's expect love to last, because the reason why relationships fail is because there's a man and woman present, but there's no God present. And we're not talking about these other guys, we're talking about Jesus is not there to mend. You are only strong as your weakest link. We know God is strong. We know He's able to endure everything. Look at those weak areas within yourselves that can break the three-corded chain. Never expect love to fail. Always expect it to last. Thank you for watching my video.